I'm in.
No.
Hey-o, and they should be able to hear me too now, so alright, you unlucky fucks having to hear that.
You poor unfortunate souls.
You poor bastards. It's the
Unfortunately for
Highmarks.
y'all, Facebook's working again, and the Highmarks are back.
Unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not having technical difficulties. Sorry, folks. I'm sorry, that's funny to
No
me, I don't
technical
care.
difficulties.
Exactly.
And no testicular difficulties either.
No, not really. Everything's working good down there.
No need for plumbers over here. No need for plumbers.
All set. All set.
These pipes are clean.
I'm trying to log into the chat. I'm sorry, give me a second. How's everybody doing out there in Highmarks land? Is that a place? Is that a thing?
I mean, sure, why not?
All right, cool. It's not going to load the show either. That's perfect.
How's
All
everybody
right.
doing out there in quarantine land?
Yeah, exactly. Well, man, I mean, honestly, my life's not way different than being quarantined, usually, but really the no going anywhere does begin to take its toll.
Yeah, I mean, like, the weather won't even cooperate, so I can go for a walk half the time, but come the fuck on.
It's snowing, then it's nice out, then it's snowing. I'm pretty sure the Earth is trying to make this coronavirus last as long as possible and kill as many of us as it possibly can.
Right. June says, Wiz's manhole needs a plumber, and I'm the man for the job.
God, why does that seem true? Like, he probably is, like, the guy who could do it right and maybe turn me.
You can call him the plumber, because he'll snake your drain.
And then he'll drain the snake in your drain.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Dirk's bouncing back and forth. We need full loyalty here, Dirk. None of this half-ass shit.
Oh,
Kidding.
Stalin's
Kidding.
on during us?
I knew.
Oh, well.
I didn't know Stalin had a show, to be honest with you. I mean, not to be a dick.
It's new, and I heard about it on the Transcontinental Project.
I was just going to say, I haven't caught up on TCP, and I imagine they probably plugged it.
I didn't realize he was going up against the multimedia monster that is the Highmarks, but I mean...
Yeah, poor guy doesn't stand a chance.
That's his own fault. I mean...
The Highmarks reaches the world. He says this is his third podcast.
Yeah. And I ain't
Right,
mad at you, Dirk. I mean, we don't...
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. This is what we did to our audience, and we have to remember this. A lot of people liked us or started listening to us because they're wrestling fans.
Yeah.
And we don't talk about that at all anymore, and I can't be mad at people if they don't listen as much because they don't... I mean, because they want to hear the wrestling shows, you know? I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
We ain't mad at ya.
We talked about going back to just to have some kind of more format and direction for the show, but at the same time, like, your wrestling's at such a downfall right now. I don't want... It doesn't seem like the right time to bring it back, although it's the only thing going on, so maybe we should talk about it more.
And, you know, in the overall scheme, there's a lot of people that love what's happening in wrestling right now, and, like, they, love AEW, and they love the new direction that the business is headed, but I kind of don't, and I can't get into a lot of these shows. I mean, even NWA, it was cool for a minute, but I was like, I can't get into that every week.
Yeah.
I've lost it. So I feel like if we did a wrestling show, I'd be like a poser. Because I don't love it right now. You know, I'm like out of my wrestling phase again. It happens.
Right.
But we need something because we're going nowhere. But I do like I do like the games.
On a funny side note, we were watching a lot of fucking cable TV this week, and we were on like TBS or TNT. I don't remember what the fuck channel. I think it's TBS. And they played a commercial for AEW, and my girlfriend does not watch wrestling at all. She's not a wrestling fan. Like, she'd watched a little bit when she was a kid just because her brother was into it, but she's not a wrestling fan. And she's like, "What the fuck is this? Like, this looks stupid." And then earlier today, we were watching SVU on USA, and they played a commercial for Raw. She's like, "See, now this looks good. This I wouldn't mind watching." I'm like, "All right, well." From an outsider's perspective, WWE apparently still appeals to more people than AEW. Because, like I said, she's not a wrestling fan at all. This is just outside perspective of a random person, and just watching the two commercials, she was much more into Raw than she was fucking in AEW.
Well, I would say it's the closest to what wrestling used to be still. But, I mean, there's a very specific clique, huge audience that loves the new shit, and I can't be mad at them. It's like if I'm like, you damn kids in your music, I don't want to be an old man like that. You damn kids in the movies, I don't want to. It's
Right, yeah. You damn kids in your AEW.
I like
Hipsters.
I don't want to be Jim Cornette, an old man standing up against a million motherfuckers and not being able to change a single mind. I mean, and
How dare you do funny skits, you youngerns? Why you're doing that? I don't understand it. This isn't my wrestling. This isn't my wrestling.
yeah, dude, the skits and the little mini movies and the fucking coordinated like choreography between opponents doing moves on each other's partner at the same time and shit, and all the just like the goofiness, and they're having fun out there. Well, wrestling's supposed to seem real.
Right. Well,
It just don't anymore at all. They've given up on that, and I blame Vince McMahon for that. But you know who else I blame? I blame us. You, me, and probably everybody listening besides maybe Luke. Because we all love the ECW so much.
Yeah.
But now all the things that they did in ECW are everywhere, man. This is our fault.
Yeah.
We loved
Well,
it
I
so
mean,
much. It had to be that. All the wrestlers
the
now
shit gets
grew
watered
up
down
watching
and old.
ECW,
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
huge
I'd say nothing's going to
influence.
look to ECW standards. But, I mean, to be fair, I was just thinking, you know what I really miss? Like, what I would still watch probably regularly if it was going is Lucha Underground.
God damn it.
And it was ridiculous. It didn't have the realness to it, but at the same time, like, it was great for what it was.
There was something to be said about really doing it right. Is all I can say, because I can't tell you why I enjoyed that as much as I did. Even the dumb, what was the evil guy's name who used to like kill
Dario
people if they
Cueto?
left the
Or wait,
show?
no, but
Fucking whatever the
yeah, it was
guy's
Dario's
name is.
like brother or some shit. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Uh,
Antonio Cueto, I think his name was.
Cuerto, yeah, exactly. It's cheesy, but they really, I don't know, there was something about the presentation that once the match began, you could take it seriously. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not even defending it, but I did like it, and I couldn't tell you why, or defend why I like it. It just worked for me. It was a little more grown up, maybe? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Maybe. I don't know, like, I got
don't know.
Lucha Underground vibes from the from the Undertaker AJ match from WrestleMania. Like, I got Lucha Underground vibes from that. I loved it.
Matanza is the guy I was trying to think of.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you,
He wasn't the
Dirk.
dude in charge, but he was like the muscle. He was like, yeah, kill him, Matanza.
Exactly. And it's like, of course, no one died, and they're on another wrestling show next week, on Impact or whatever. But just,
Well, I loved how they would actually kill characters off, though, on the show. Like, motherfuckers would die.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's killing off the character. I think maybe that's why I was okay with it. I don't know. I can't even defend my own self because on paper, I should think that show was stupid.
Like, didn't they kill Phoenix and, like, they had to bring him back to life and, like, something was wrong with him? He was Dark Phoenix after that or something? Like, I think they actually legit killed his character and had to bring him back to life, which is ridiculous. But at the same time, like, it was fine for Lucha Underground because they didn't pretend to be anything that they weren't. Like, this is obviously a scripted wrestling show with semi-ridiculous fucking plot lines. But, I don't know, it worked because they just accepted the role. They didn't try to fucking make themselves too serious. Oh, it was better than anything WWE puts out. That's for damn sure.
I tried to defend myself and I can't because, like I said, I should hate that show, but I just didn't. But I mean, AEW, I'm not even hating on it. It didn't hook me. It's like other TV shows that people love. It didn't get me. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
no big deal. I ain't even mad about it, but you shouldn't be either. I'm not hating on your promotion. It didn't get me. So
Right.
I mean, it happens sometimes.
I do kind of want to go back and start watching though, just because I know I heard Cross finally debuted. Was
Yeah.
Carrion Cross.
Yeah, his name's Carrion now. That's nice. I mean, I know what the word means, unlike half the people who are outraged on Twitter, and I get it. But
What's Carrion?
Killer Cross sounds awesome, and to fuck that up really is already like a blow to the character, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you knew already WWE wasn't going to allow the word killer to be in a fucking title to anybody anymore.
I'm
Those days are
surprised.
gone.
I swear, I'm surprised they let him keep Cross.
I can't believe they let fucking Rollins call himself Messiah.
Yeah, that too. Monday Night
But
Messiah.
but he's Seth Rollins, so I guess that makes sense. See, look at this. We don't watch wrestling, but we just talked about it for like 15 minutes.
Well, but I'm explaining why we don't talk about wrestling anymore.
Right.
So, I mean, it's fair. But
I've been watching all kinds of shit this week, wrestling not being any of them, though.
yeah.
Well, like, I watched a bunch of Law and Order SVU.
Hey, look at that. Even June watched Lucha Underground, for Christ's sake. I mean, and usually I wouldn't give a fuck about his opinion, but I mean, he's on our team on this one.
All right. For once, you guys are playing on the same team.
He actually agreed with something I said that one time.
I seen Now You See Me 1 and 2. Like, I never heard of these movies, at least I don't remember them. Apparently, a friend of mine had recommended them to me, and I don't remember it. But those were, I don't know if you've ever seen that, but that's the first one anyway, was pretty sweet.
Mm-mm.
It was like, it's magicians and shit, and they're pulling like bank heists and stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds awesome because I like that kind of shit.
Yeah. Check it out for sure. It wasn't a bad movie at all. The second one was okay, but I mean, the first one had kind of like a, oh, I'm not even going to say anything. The first one was better, let's just say that.
Right.
And then checked out Underwater. It's like a newer movie. It's got the chick from, what the fuck, the vampire, Twilight. She's like all shaved head and badass, so it's like,
Kristen Stewart.
yeah, she's like, almost, her character's almost like a wannabe second coming of Ripley, but not nearly as cool.
Not nearly as cool. Well, I don't know. It's hard to be as cool as Ripley.
Yeah,
The
it's almost like an
original badass
underwater.
chick.
Yeah, it's almost like an underwater alien type thing, but they might not be aliens. It's just it's on the ocean floor, and who knows what lives on the ocean floor. So I think it's more like that thing. And then we were flipping around. We came across this movie called Unthinkable, and it was fucking really cool until the end.
Oh boy.
We got to the ending, and it was just like it left you hanging so bad. It was just such a flat, like just fade to black type thing, and you don't know what's going on. Like this dude basically says he's placed 3 nuclear bombs in 3 cities around the country, and they'll go off at such and such time if his demands aren't made. And they find the dude like before this video even airs or whatever, or they find him shortly after. And they pretty much spend the whole movie, it's like Samuel L. Jackson torturing his ass, trying to get the info about where the fucking bombs are. And he gives them the info like towards the end, and they implicate that there's a 4th bomb, so that even if they do find the other or get to the other 3 and disarm them in time, a 4th one's gonna go off. And it basically fades to black after that. And it's like, well, what the fuck? What happened?
Dude, I hate
God
movies
damn it.
with no endings.
Yeah, it's like they just ran out of
Once
ideas.
Upon a Time in Hollywood doesn't have an
Yeah.
ending.
No shit.
I mean, it has a thing that happens at the end, but it's not like it wraps up the movie or nothing. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But the movie's fun, so I mean, but it got a lot of credit for a movie with no
Yeah.
ending.
Yes, I actually was one of the movies I most recently watched was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And what did you think of the end? Honestly, even if you
I
think I'm
was
dead wrong, let
actually-
me hear what you say.
I was actually expecting, because of who it was, for this very gruesome, oh, we're going to show you what happened inside there when the Manson family was killing them.
Or just, how about anything to do with Charles Manson would have been fine. Okay, I don't want to spoil the movie if you haven't seen it, but
Right.
but I feel like they forgot to put the ending on, and then it was already out, and then it was too late.
Oops.
It's like
I
shit,
think that,
shit.
I think I actually liked the
Wait a minute. They
turn
seem
ending.
to still like it.
We're winning Oscars off this shit. No more endings.
I understand that was the end. I know what you're trying to say, Mojo, but I was like, oh, really? That's it? No, it's
I
still a cool
didn't mean
movie.
like that, but I really liked how they took a turn there
Yeah.
at the ending and didn't go where you thought exactly they were going to go.
Well, we all know that.
Sort of like stretched from history.
We all know that Quentin Tarantino likes to rewrite history a little bit in some of his movies.
Oh, to be unprofessional for a quick second,
Sure.
Whiz, did you make sure you switched channels and whatnot, and we're recording?
Oh, well, I did do the channel thing, but you know what? I did not start recording on the actual computer.
Oh, okay.
I can at any time. I wasn't even thinking about it. It was like chatter. Although,
Well,
yeah, we could be using all this. This would be good stuff.
all right, that's a good channel.
Well, maybe I'll just use this as like the live on Mixlr segment. Anyway,
Okay.
speaking of movies, because I know you guys want me to talk about it, but I'm not going to get too far into it right now. But I don't like to watch movies, as I've discussed before, because they're like, it's only one story, and if I like everyone in the movie and then it's over, I'm like, well, fuck, that's it. So there's a ton of these Marvel movies now. There's like 22 of them or some shit, and I haven't really watched any of them until a few days ago. But I figured if I watch them chronologically, which is actually what you're supposed to do if you can, it would be like watching multiple episodes of stuff I like if I got into it. And I did.
Right.
It's pretty, I mean, that they suspend the hell out of reality. I mean, like, none of this could ever happen, so immediately wipe that out of your mind. If you like realistic movies, then don't bother. But,
Right.
man, they make sure that they're, like,
That's a
written
superhero
well.
movie. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but it's not stupid, though. They're good movies, but they're about unreal things.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't watch a superhero movie for fucking realistic things.
But Heroes was awesome.
Yeah.
And it was kind of realistic. This shit just is like, yeah, fuck it, let's just go whole hog with it, which is fine. I get what they're doing. They're huge movies, they're large movies.
Right.
But, I mean, just the damage alone to New York in every fucking movie would be like, oh, come on, you guys, come on. You know, come on.
All right. And why does anybody still live here?
But I just want to say that if you've been, like, not interested in them, or you think they're going to be stupid or not your thing, maybe try a couple. Because they're way better than I thought they were going to be, and I don't even like movies, so I mean...
See, I have a hard time getting into them because it's like, it's a superhero movie. We already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a
that's
bad
fair.
guy. He's getting the best of me. Oh, great, I fucking rebounded. Now I'm getting the best of him. I win, end of movie.
Yep. Well, there's also no getting around that. You can definitely call that another caveat to it. You kind of know how they're going to end. And especially even worse, if you're a person that grew up reading comic books, you're like, oh, I remember this story, you know? It's like, oh, shit. I know
there was also
what's going to happen 2 movies from now.
actually one of those movies where, in fact, they do actually talk about what you were talking about, destroying the city, and that's what divides the superheroes into 2 groups, is because there's some kind of the government saying, you guys need to work on not destroying the whole town when you're trying to save the town.
Yeah, no shit.
And shit like that.
Well, I must not have got to that one yet, but I'm working on them now. I'm up to, I just watched, what's the last one I watched? The Avengers, and then Iron Man 3 is where I left off. But, I mean, that's a quarter of the way, and they've all been pretty good. I did like The Incredible Hulk. I thought it was way too much of like a Hollywood movie and not a Marvel movie. Which, if I watched it independently on a random day, I would have probably liked it more. But I was expecting more Marvel movie, and I got a Hollywood movie in the middle of my Marvel movie run. And so it kind of feels out of place. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's Ed Norton, and he's too good. He's a great actor. He can't be in a Marvel movie. And they quickly replaced him, and I believe it, because he's too good for this shit.
Oh, that movie I mentioned earlier, the Now You See Me, it's got Mark Ruffalo, who plays
Yeah.
the Hulk in the Avengers. He does a really good job in that movie.
I don't mind him at all as Hulk, too. He's really funny.
You know. Oh, fucking June says I'm not sure if it's the Ip Man or IP Man movies are good. I know which ones he's talking about.
I
The fucking Kung
think
Fu
it's
movie.
IP.
Oh, I thought...
I want to check those out. They look pretty sweet. I'm all about some Kung Fu movies.
Okay, I thought he meant Iron Man, and it was an auto-correct screw-up, which happens with him a lot, so I'll be damned.
No, they're
Yeah.
fucking some...
Hey, Papa
Karate.
Dave, by the way. Welcome to the chat, Papa Dave. Papa Dave commented, they're 100% Hollywood, all of them. I agree. But not Hollywood in an actory way. Hollywood in an explosions, special effects, loud noises, bright colors kind of way.
Bright colors.
But the writing is good enough to keep me watching them. Like, I can't watch drivel, if you know what I mean. The stories have been good. So as long as they keep doing a good job, I'll keep on trying to plug through these things, and I'll keep updating you guys if you really want me to. But they've been fun so far.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I mean, like I said, they're not my thing, but that's cool. I've seen all the Avengers except Endgame. I'm going to watch it eventually. It's just
Dude.
3 hours.
Yeah, okay. In the interest of disclosure, I've already watched Endgame because I watched the one prior to that.
Infinity War.
Infinity War, yes, because my dad had it on and it looked interesting, and so later that night I went ahead and I watched it on my own, and I was like, fuck, I gotta watch what happens next. And then I watched Endgame, and that's when I decided to get the bright idea to watch the Marvel movies in a row, and that's literally like the last one. So I'm like, shit! I watched the very end of the story first and went all the way back to the very beginning, but...
Did you make sure you skipped the Fantastic Four movies?
Yep.
So you didn't see the Captain America be Human Torch before he was Captain America?
Yeah, that's not in the actual...
Yeah, that one doesn't count. That one's up there with like the first Hulk, the Ang Lee Hulk, where they don't fucking acknowledge it.
Yeah, but apparently eventually they're going to try to incorporate all the other, like the Fantastic Four and the X-Men and all that, once they can eventually hold the rights again, if they can ever fucking make a deal with the companies that hold the rights. But they're not in the quote-unquote Marvel universe because they don't hold the rights to those characters.
Oh, sort of like the whole Spider-Man thing.
Well, Spider-Man's
they had to
in
borrow
again now.
him from Sony.
Yeah, that's right. It's a joint. That's right. Nicely done, man. He knows his shit. That's right. I read that and I forgot it, but you're exactly right. They don't hold the rights; they rent the rights.
Spot on.
Yeah.
And I think that Sony also must have the Venom rights too.
And I know what you're all thinking, man, this is a timely conversation because the Marvel movies began in 2008, but hey, I just started, you guys, really. I don't watch movies.
Right, whatever, fuck it. It's something to discuss for a minute.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Something to discuss for a minute before I kick Luke's ass and fucking puff her pass.
Right.
Once again, the USA is going to kick Britain's ass. I'm going to knock that red coat right off.
Puffing. All Mojo has to do is puff, and puff, and puff.
All right.
He doesn't have to answer a damn question.
I seen that. Speaking of Venom, I seen they're gonna be coming out with a second one, like release the Carnage or bring on the Carnage or some shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, Venom and Carnage. That's gonna be the shit. I look forward to seeing that. I'm not gonna lie, Carnage was fucking sick in the comics.
When Carnage was new in the comics.
I know they'll probably get a different guy, but at the end of the Venom movie,
yeah, it's Woody Harrelson.
The credits they show Woody Harrelson as the first character.
Like Colin Cassidy or something like that?
Something like that, yes. Who was...
I know Cassidy's in the name.
It is for sure. When Carnage was brand new and just happened, I was still reading fucking comics. I was in fucking junior high school or something. It was in Spider-Man, I want to say, like, number 362 or something like that, and I was like, this Carnage guy is awesome. I remember reading those comic books. I had the comics. I bought them at the store when they were brand new, you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I didn't know anything about Carnage until I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't big into comic books when I was a kid, but I played Maximum Carnage for the Super Nintendo, and I was like, oh my god, this is the shit.
I remember that game so much because it was one of the first games I remember coming out with a bright blood red cartridge.
Yeah, the whole case was fucking red as fuck, just like Carnage. And you can play as Spider-Man or Venom and fucking chuck motherfuckers down the...
It's Mark in Detroit. What up, my man? Welcome to the High Marks.
What's up? No problem for being late.
I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he appeared in the chat like last week, and we invited him into the fam, and, well, He's been around since then. It's been good stuff. Welcome, Mark. And he's in Detroit. He's
I believe I've heard of Mark. Yeah, I believe I've heard of Mark in Detroit on Get in the Corner before. I
Oh.
heard him mentioned there. That name sounds familiar.
Oh, here when I thought I discovered a guy. Never mind. Fuck. Just when I thought I was cool. But anyway, how ironic that his name's also Mark and he's so close to us. Because we are the high marks and he is Mark.
Yeah, I got it.
If
Sorry,
you
I
don't
was
see where I'm
sticking
going with
ahead.
that. Okay, I was like, man, there's
And we
an
all live in
awful lot of
Michigan.
silence here.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not far from Detroit. Putting the high and high marks. Sorry. Dirk says you're not cool.
It's-
Oh, but he says he's not cool either.
Well, then I guess he would know.
No game recognizes no game.
Lack of game, recognize lack of game. I like that.
Also, at
So-
the beginning of this
When you
week,
wanted to be someone's used tampon? That's an interesting place to go with it. Oh, Mark. Oh, he means Mark. Okay.
what's cool?
See, I thought he meant me for a second, and I was like, I don't remember that. Although,
At the beginning of this week,
Yes, Papa Dave, you're cool. You're like the epitome of cool.
yeah,
cool
because
is Papa Dave.
every cool motherfucker I know has to make sure to tell everyone they're cool. So yeah.
Oh, Mark says, yes, my rap ain't good in Get in the Corner.
Oh, hold on. Are you getting me in trouble with my friends? You son of a bitch.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm kidding, of course.
Yes, I totally agree with Dirk. Cool is Planet Rock and Pool.
I was gonna say, to be fair, the worse your rep, the more you're in and get in the corner.
Oh, shit. You know what? You know what other movies I watched? I actually watched another run of movies that I forgot about. John Wick.
What's that? Oh shit! Yeah, I haven't seen the third one yet, but the first one and the second one, fucking shit.
All three of them. I watched all three in a row in one day. He sure likes to shoot, folks, don't he?
Fuck yeah.
That guy
He's
likes to
good at
shoot
it, too.
guns. I mean, like a bunch of guns a lot of times in a row. He likes to do that. As fun, it's the most gratuitous shit I've ever seen. Weak
Speaking of
story,
gratuitous-
but it's okay. I mean, the guy killed his dog. I get it, but the lengths which he goes to for 3 movies because of it is pretty ridiculous. But
Right.
I mean, they're pretty fucking cool ass watch if you like dudes that like to shoot a lot of guns a lot of times.
Right. Yeah. Fucking.
They're fucking intense movies, man. A lot of shooting.
Unfortunately, you're in this Marvel kick, so you probably won't go out of your way to watch it. But there's a fucking movie on Netflix called The Night, I guess called The Night Comes For Us. It's like a kung fu flick, and it's just fucking gratuitous, bone breaking, and fucking just ass whipping beyond belief. Fucking stabbing, slitting throats, fucking shooting. It's a fucking sick ass movie. I
But on the
recommend it.
opposite end, there is a show on Netflix that is a cartoon show with a name that for some reason, sticks out. It's called Willoughbys.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Has
that.
anybody heard of that
Willoughbys.
name before?
What's
it
up with
sounds
the
familiar
Willoughbys?
to me.
I haven't watched it, but I seen it when I was scrolling by. I was
It's
like, the
about a
Willoughbys.
bunch of kids that can't wait for their parents to leave, so they set them up on a trip, and they totally take over their house and basically live home alone without, like, having to live without their parents, but without the wet bandits trying to break into their home.
Well, it sounds like the kind of place I could get some real nice audio cuts from.
Right. Yeah, probably.
Not a lot of Willoughby audio out there, so yeah, I'll take it.
Did you guys check out the, or pay attention at all to what happened afterwards, at least for the NFL draft this week?
No, that's not what I was watching on ESPN.
I saw
Fucking
some
Lions drafted a cornerback, number 3. Like, you guys couldn't have traded down, you sons of bitches. And then another running back in round 2. Like, all right, done.
Or they could have. How about keeping the cornerback you had that was the best player on the team? How's that sound?
Oh, yeah, I know. And so yeah, that wasn't redundant as shit. Like, let's get rid of a cornerback who's one of the better ones in the league,
And then we'll
draft an
draft a
unproven one.
quarterback with the number 3 pick. You
Yep.
suck, dude.
It's more cost effective. He's cheaper than Slay. They would have had to pay so much for Slay. Like, who fucking cares? They have all kinds of extra cap space, and nobody wants to come here.
I forget the name of the guy, but there's a dude on camera, and his old lady hops on his lap and is like laying over him, and his mama yanked her off him and kicked her out of the living room. Live on the draft. It was amazing.
I don't remember that.
It was amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god, it was awesome. I'll have to find that and get it to you.
I ain't paid attention.
Fucking love it, dude. Oh my god.
Why, Whiz, your opponent says, hey, your draft wasn't the worst in the NFC North, at least.
Apparently Green Bay didn't do so well.
Green Bay
Well,
not only didn't draft any receivers, but they took a quarterback.
They're trying to get fucking Rodgers' replacement lined up.
No, we're not going to draft you any weapons. We're going to draft your replacement. Anyway, enjoy the next couple of years. I am sure you won't want to be traded anytime soon.
That was great, Mark in Detroit. Luke, our
says
NFC North drafts work for everyone but the Lions. Bush and or Cacao.
Yeah, we suck. Anyway, but Green Bay, like, drafted a controversy for 2 years. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, I mean, it's no... They drafted fucking Rodgers, and he sat behind Favre for, like, what, 2 or 3 years, so, and Rodgers probably knows what's up. Even Rodgers knows, like, yeah, I'm probably on, like, 2 more seasons and I'm done. So, that's probably what their plan is just to have him sit the bench and fucking learn from Aaron Rodgers for the next 2 seasons, and then bring him in.
Alrighty. I'm sure that's going to go great.
Hey, I'm not going to hate on the move at all. And I'm not even a Packers fan, but I don't hate it at all. I think Jordan Love wasn't a bad pick.
Maybe they learned a little something from what happened with the guy they had before Rodgers. What the fuck was his name? I can't remember his name, but he was awesome.
Favre?
He was awesome. Awesome. Oh, man, he was awesome.
Yeah, Favre just didn't want to leave. That's what the problem was. Like, he kept fucking, oh, no, I want to come back from there. Like, all right, well, we drafted this other dude because you were going to leave in a couple of years, and now you say you don't want to leave, so, you don't have to leave the NFL, but you got to fucking leave Green Bay.
Oh, man, he was awesome. Look, I'll keep saying that because he said, oh, man, it was awesome, like 500 times in his retirement speech. It's the most awkward shit you've ever watched. It's like, do you know any other words, you goddamn redneck? Oh, man, it was awesome. Hey,
no,
Brett, how does it feel
no,
having had a Hall of Fame? Oh, man, it feels awesome. Oh, man, it was awesome. It was awesome, man. It's like, oh, my God, can't you just say great? Do you know the word great?
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Oh, man, the goddamn pen is awesome. He said awesome about literally probably 50 times.
That was awesome.
I know Luke knows what I'm talking about. It was awesome. Oh, man, it was awesome.
Oh, man.
We said that a lot of times on the show, too, now.
Dirk says, I know it's old thinking, but I was surprised Green Bay drafted a black quarterback. Yeah, you know, I don't think there's ever been a black quarterback in Green Bay that I can think of. But yeah, and times have changed, and black quarterbacks are much more prominent. Russell Wilson is fucking one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the damn league. Somehow that dude flies under the radar. Like, I know he gets talked about a little bit, but he doesn't get nowhere near the recognition he seems to deserve.
You know who I miss? Cordell Stewart. He was super.
Like, dude, you know who was a fucking badass and had a cannon for an arm was Warren Moon.
Fuck yeah,
that motherfucker could knock you into the ground with a pass.
See, I remember him when I was a kid. He's old, as you know. Like 80s, 90s. He was a badass dude. It's weird he never won because he was a
Houston Oilers.
Yeah, he had the unfortunate luck of being in the league when they had like Steve Young and Joe Montana and fucking Aikman. Marino.
Yeah. Right.
Unfortunately. But man, dude, in a different time, you're exactly right. He had a goddamn shotgun.
Well, dude, fucking Houston Oilers were the hardest goddamn team in fucking Tecmo Super Bowl, I swear.
They had a fucking
Fucking
shotgun
Warren
arm.
Moon, and then Lorenzo White carrying the ball. Oh, shit. Big trouble.
Fuck, Mojo.
Yeah, Randall Cunningham was another good one.
Is there a
Philadelphia
call-in
Eagles.
number? No. No, there's not. I actually completely have that technology other than the telephone part. If I had a working phone,
No, we
I
usually
could
don't do
take
calls.
calls
I mean-
on the air. I really could. Well, no, because you guys wouldn't hear it. It would just be on the recording. Never mind. Nope, there's no number, buddy.
Doug Williams. I don't even remember Doug Williams.
Doug Williams. Yeah, I went to school with that guy. Sister's name was Alicia. She was like a pretty cute, slutty chick. Yeah.
I have some bad news about that Doug Williams.
What's that?
He is sort of paralyzed, like Mike Utley, because he was working on a roof and he fell off.
That girl there's using the NFL. Marty!
So it sucks because of Doug Williams is a really cool guy.
Yep. Glad you brought that up on the show. All right, so up next on the High March, we're going to go for...
Luke says Moon
That
equals
sucks, though,
second
man.
best
Yeah, he's my man.
undrafted free agent quarterback behind only Kurt Warner. That's debatable, Luke. I mean, I know Warner won a Super Bowl, but I'd like to see those numbers side by side.
I would too.
I honestly don't know. I feel like Warren Moon would have better career numbers.
Warner might have the more yards because he was on some bombing teams there for a few years where they just, man, air under that ball.
Dark says Doug Williams won a Super Bowl in '88. Mark in Detroit says the Redskins Super Bowl winner. I didn't know the Redskins won a Super Bowl in '88 with Doug Williams as their quarterback.
Yeah,
I only remember the Redskins winning with Mark Rippon.
What I remember about
was
the
probably-
Skins is they had that gigantic offensive line that year. Like, nobody could touch whoever they had back there. That's what it was. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
And I believe it was one of the years that the Bills got beat.
Jim Kelly, Mr.
That's not
Wonderful.
really-
I forgot about
Times
Jim
the
Kelly. He
Bills
was
got beat
awesome,
in the
too.
Super Bowl.
Nope, it was
Yeah.
actually John Elway.
Oh, the Bills did amazing during the regular season and even in the playoffs, but if they got to the Super Bowl, they forgot how they played so good the rest of the season.
Yeah, Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, couldn't touch him.
Andre Reed.
Reed, Don Beebe.
Oh yeah, BB.
He was great, man. They
Who's
were
their-
both good.
Who was the
Don
one?
Beebe ended up doing really good when he went to Green Bay and won a championship over there, too.
Dirk says they beat Denver and John Elway. Dave said, who didn't? Yeah, that's a good point, Dave. It's like John Elway gets a lot of credit for being good, but the fucking Denver Broncos sucked dick in the early 90s.
Not to mention, John Elway didn't win them. Terrell Davis won them Super Bowls.
Yeah, and even then, that was like late 90s. Or like mid to late 90s, I believe.
You know?
Denver was shit when they were in their little fucking unicorn shooting beam helmets.
John Elway is another guy that just had a goddamn rifle for an arm, though, dude. He could knock
Yeah,
you
he
over
did have
with
a
a
cannon.
football. He could knock you the fuck over with a football.
No, I watched that 30 for 30, the ESPN 30 for 30 buck draft that year. It was John Elway, Jim Kelly, and fucking Dan Marino all came out in the same damn draft.
Wow, think about that.
Yeah. And fucking John Elway like held out for a second because I think he wanted to get drafted somewhere in fucking California, or at least out West Coast way, and I think the Bills were gonna pick him. So like he openly said if they picked him, he wasn't gonna go there. So I think they ended up taking Kelly, but Kelly didn't want to play, and he played for him. He ended up going to the UFL because that was still a thing at the time. And then when that folded, he came back and started playing for Buffalo, I think it was. I can't remember. It's been a couple years since I watched it, but the fucking have you ever went back? Have you watched any of those? Wiz?
I'm sorry, what?
The ESPN. You ever watched any of the ESPN 30 for 30s?
I'm not watching those, but I'm watching the MJ things. Oh, there's a new one probably tonight, right?
Yep, I think it's 3 and 4.
I love those.
Okay.
Although
I
this
was
next
about to
one's
say
gonna hurt
that I
because it's
had
about the
actually
Pistons.
watched on ESPN earlier this week the first 2 episodes of The Last Dance.
I love those, but I'm a Jordan guy.
I guarantee you, if you start checking out those ESPN 30 for 30s, that's a rabbit hole you'll fall down.
Where are they at?
They're all fucking like behind the scene type documentary type things.
Where are they at?
I'm not even sure what to find them these days.
That's actually they're on ESPN Plus.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
Okay.
but I'm sure I can locate them too, though.
But
Yeah,
that Ric Flair thing was a 30-30.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one. Oddly enough, all the 30 for 30s.
Oh,
I
that
haven't
was a
seen the Ric
30
Flair
for
one.
30. Yeah, dude, those are not bad. Dude, it made me not like Ric Flair.
Yeah.
They had an
I'm like,
awesome
whoa,
Bad
hold on, he's a
Boys
piece of
episode.
shit. This guy's a piece of shit. He's a fucking
Yep.
piece of shit. But man,
The Bad Boys one was a good one. They had
that
a
sounds
Bo
awesome.
Jackson one, I think.
And I've been meaning to watch the Rodman one with watching this Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls.
I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah, not only am I definitely a Jordan guy, but I don't even look at LeBron as number 2. I think he's number 3. I said it. It goes Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and then LeBron.
Yeah, that's fair. I think. Yeah, everybody talks about LeBron and.
I don't care about his numbers, so he scored more points. I don't care. Look at these guys in the playoffs and in the finals. They turn into monsters, and LeBron does not turn into a monster in the playoffs and in the finals.
All right,
That's
Luka.
the thing, when people talk about who is the greatest of all time, does LeBron play defense?
Well, actually, yes.
Well, compared to Michael Jordan,
Eh,
who
Yeah,
I think
Jordan was
actually won
one.
a Defensive Player Year of the Award.
He won Defensive Player of the Year a couple of years. I
yeah,
think.
he's the original guy who could do it all, no doubt.
Yeah.
The original one. Well, Oscar Robertson. Okay, anyway.
All right, calling back to something we were talking earlier, Luke just put up the numbers, so since he went and looked the shit up, I'm gonna read it out at least for everybody.
Okay.
I was saying I'd like to see the numbers side by side. Kurt Warner had a completion percentage of 62. Warren Moon had a 58.4. All right, Warner gets a little bit ahead on that one. Touchdowns: Warren Moon 291, Kurt Warner 183, blowing his ass out of the water on that one.
Wow.
But Kurt Warner only threw 43 interceptions, whereas Moon threw 233 interceptions. That's not very good.
That's really bad percentage-wise, too, if you do it.
Yeah, that's almost 50%.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was that much of a turnover machine.
Wow.
But you got to remember, like what you already said earlier, is that after the Houston and everything, he did go through a lot of teams that were really bad.
Yeah. I think he ended up in fucking Minnesota at one point, didn't he?
Yeah, it would be interesting to look at his year-by-year numbers, but we're not going to do that right now.
I'd say Moon must have played a hell of a lot longer than Warner, too, because the yards are ridiculous. It's 10,465 for Warner.
There's
Moon
actually
played for quite some time.
There's a correction on those yards if you go down a few messages.
Oh, okay. Let me see that. Okay. 32,344 yards for Warner and 49,325 for Moon. So depending on how many years, that's a big fucking gap there. And then Kurt Warner got 3 rushing touchdowns, which, let's face it, he's not the most mobile quarterback. And Warren Moon got 22, so yeah.
And if you look at those numbers, you're like, wow, Warren Moon kind of has it on lock. But in my head, I didn't look at it like that until I heard the numbers, to be honest with you. I thought that Kurt Warner would have had way more numbers, and I'll be damned. But Warren Moon played for a long time.
Yeah.
And he was like the only really awesome dude on a lot of the teams he played on. So I guess he was like, he had to do a lot.
Right. Mark in Detroit says, fuck LeBron. He needed someone else to feed off of. Jordan was a leader, so was Bird, Magic, and Isaiah. To be fair, Jordan always had Pippen as like his number 2, just like Bird pretty much always had Kevin McHale as his number 2.
No doubt.
Magic and Isaiah made the players around him more than Jordan and Bird
I
did,
would
I
have
think.
to say that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a really good one for Magic to have.
Yeah, true. I somehow that slipped my mind. I was thinking he was.
Well, he wasn't
They were
around the
actually,
whole run. He was around till like I think '88.
I know he was part of the first few championships that the Lakers had when they were doing those repeats and trading off with Boston.
Warren Moon didn't play as long either. He's the better quarterback on paper, even with those interceptions.
No, it's. Warren only played 11 years. Moon played fucking 16 years.
Oh, I read that wrong. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes it closer then.
Right. Had Warner played for as long as Moon, he would have had better numbers, probably.
Welcome to our new,
well, he was on track to.
Welcome to our new podcast. It's called Quarterback Controversy, where each week we look at 2 random quarterbacks and decide who was actually better.
Right. Dude, that would actually be fun to do.
I know. This week we're doing Warren Moon versus Kurt Warner, and this has been a pretty even arm wrestling match so far, folks.
Oh, yeah, fucking Dave said, didn't Moon have amazing stats in the CFL? Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, but didn't
we could go back, like, before NFL, like, we could compare Warren Moon's CFL stats to Kurt Warner's bagging grocery stats.
No, he played somewhere before he was bagging groceries, didn't he? He was... I think he might have played also in the CFL or something like that, too, but that's hilarious.
I think so. I think you're right.
Or that USFL, or whatever that was.
The USFL ended in '84, so probably not.
Mark in Detroit says Joe Dumars was great without Isaiah. So was Sally and Lambier. They just played along to get along. Okay.
You know, see, like, I mean, I can't argue that because of all of them, we had the most even guys. Like, we didn't really have the one guy who stood out so much more than everyone else. We had a nice even crew, if you know what I mean. Obviously, Isaiah and Joe Dumars were the guys, but it was an even staff.
It's funny because you can make that case for both the fucking Pistons championship teams.
For sure, the next one even more than the Bad Boys.
Yeah, they didn't exactly have like that one huge star. I mean, Isaiah was a pretty big fucking star.
We had Ben Wallace. How big of a star would he be on any other team?
Right.
Tayshaun Prince, who seriously.
Rip Hamilton.
Rip Hamilton. Richard Rip Hamilton. Carmelo who?
Right, yeah. Rasheed Wallace we had. Fucking Darko, the Human Victory cigar.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was the Human Victory cigar because anytime they put him in, they won.
Bill Lambier, what a prick. Yeah, and he shot the ugliest fucking jumper. It had no arc. It was a straight line to the basket, but he would make a lot of them. But it was like this big-ass white boy overhand fucking two-hander jumper that just boom hit the back of the iron and fell in.
Right.
Like, Jesus Christ, arc it a little, buddy, arc it.
Yes, Luke. We'll get to Puffer Pass. Still, we're not forgetting about it. We're just fucking. Yeah, we're just talking right now.
We really strayed off what we were originally going to do. I'm loving this. I like the quarterback thing. I actually would like. We should try that again sometime. Because
for sure.
In these days, I knew my shit. These modern guys, I don't know so much, but these days, I was all about this shit.
Dude, 90s sports, when I was a kid, I was so into it. I fucking know so many different fucking sports players from all the different sports. Well, the big fucking four, anyway.
Me too, man. I have 80s and 90s in my book. I'm an old man, but that's when I was into the shit big time. And...
well, Super Tecmo Bowl didn't hurt things either.
Yeah,
I think that's why I remember a lot of the other teams and players from other teams is because of the video games from back then.
Probably the case for a lot of people.
Right. Yep, Tecmo Super Bowl, fucking NHL 94. Let's see, what was a baseball one everybody played? I don't think there was really a baseball one everybody played when you were a kid. But baseball cards were bigger when you were kids, so...
Yeah,
in hoops basketball cards.
Man, if you're like, what was the name of the receivers on the Miami Dolphins when he was fucking...
Irving Fryer?
when it was Dan Marino out there just killing it. And then all you got to do is remember playing a game of Tecmo Bowl, and it's like, oh yeah,
All right.
Clayton and Duper. How could I not remember that?
Oh, Irving Fryer came. Maybe he was a little bit after. I just remember him being a badass and not necessarily on the game.
I remember that name too, Irving Fryer. Yeah.
Just like Redskins, you had Art Monk.
Art Monk. Fuck yeah. How about some Gary Largent or Steve Largent? I mean.
I couldn't even tell you who Steve Largent played for.
Seahawks, baby.
Okay.
Oh
See, I
my
didn't
goodness.
play the Seahawks. Who wanted to play the Seahawks?
And he was like early to mid 80s too, so you probably shouldn't actually know him. He definitely wasn't on Tecmo Bowl, if that's what you thought. My bad.
Well,
Yeah, that's how I know most of them.
well, back in the day, I had played the NBA game, and I'd always be the Seattle Supersonics, because they had Gary Payton, Nate McMillan, Sean Kemp.
Dude, Sean Kemp is the most devastating dunker ever in the game. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, in games, during the game,
Yeah.
nobody's a better dunker than Sean Kemp, nor will they ever be. The guy was not only vicious, but he could fly.
Yeah.
Watch his highlights. If you kids don't know who the fuck we're talking about, Sean Kemp is a massive, massive dunker. I mean,
Yep.
oh my God.
Kill you.
He would just, oh my God. I loved watching him just mow people down. Man, just thunder. Thunder.
Oh yeah, Dirk. Blades of Steel was the shit, but I don't remember them having like actual rosters with the names.
Yeah, no, it was. Blades of Steel was awesome. Even I played that game, and I don't even play hockey, but how do you not play Blades of Steel? It's shit.
Right. Am I seeing love for Rodney Pete in the chat? What the fuck? I hated Rodney Pete as a kid. I mean, fuck him. I thought he sucked. Did not like him as a kid. I don't know what it was. It's because I was a Dan fucking Marino quarterback, so I had high expectations. Or quarterback fan. Dan Marino fan, so I had high expectations. Of my
Oh
quarterback.
yeah, I do remember Orlando Woolridge and Xavier McDaniels. Xavier McDaniels was another one on that Supersonics team.
Yep, he's the guy that got kicked off the team after they drafted Kemp. In fact, if you must know.
In fact.
X-Man. He was a good dunker too, but then Kemp came along and, God, I've never seen a person fly like he does. And you know, Air Jordan is like, that's who everyone thinks of, but look at Sean Kemp dunk on people. He's the guy that really flew.
Crush you.
He flies. He glides in the air. It's fucking crazy. I always loved that guy. But yeah, then he got fat. Who said that? Dirk. Yeah, you are correct. He got fat and had like 30 kids or something. No, seriously.
Yeah. That's a lot of kids.
Oh my God. He's a legend. But watching him dunk is like the most brutal, vicious shit you can see, man. Boom. He's got kids, all right. I do remember Harold Miner. He was not good.
Miami Heat, right?
That's right. And the UNC Tar Heels.
Yeah.
He didn't quite live up to that shit with Baby Jordan. Well, no, Dave, he didn't have the kids. He just got girls pregnant. Steve Nash is great. He had a black son. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, Mark and Detroit. Obviously, you think dunkers like of all time. You're gonna think Dominique Wilkins at some point.
Yeah, but when you think of Dominique Wilkins, I think of him as a guy who stands under the rim and he dunks really hard. But he didn't fly from like 24 feet away and jam over a guy and land on top of him, knock him down and point at him. He just wasn't that guy.
I remember him being known for a specific dunk. Like, he was known for his tomahawk dunk, which is all about power, like you said. Like, turning it around like a windmill and just bam, down.
And plus, we can have two different arguments, because I mean, like, in games, like, during an NBA regular game, Nobody
Right.
dunked anywhere
Yeah.
close to Sean Kemp. Now, in the contest, I don't even know if he was ever in a contest. There's been some amazing fucking dunks in the contest, especially recently. What's that kid's name? Aaron. Oh, god damn it! I don't know. I don't know new kids. Aaron something can just do these amazing things that all these old guys would be like, "What the fuck did that kid just do?" So I mean,
Papa
like,
Dave really wants us to mention Moses Malone. Yes, Moses Malone was great. He was in the fucking league forever too.
yeah, no.
Was it Aaron Gordon?
Aaron Gordon
From the
yes,
Magic?
Yes, that's him. Aaron Gordon. He can dunk amazingly. He'd smoke everyone in the 80s and 90s easy because it's all evolved. But still to this day, nobody brings the in-game thunder like Sean Kemp did. He was terrifying. You don't want him running at you because you weren't stopping him.
Right. You're gonna kill me.
He was crazy. I just loved it. I'm a big fan of his because of that. Just he's electrifying in actual games. Dr. J.
Yes, and he started
originated
his
the dunk.
NBA career at only 19.
I didn't know that. Hey man, are you Googling?
No, I was a big fan of Sean Kemp.
Yeah, he was the man, dude.
I think he only had like 1 year of college, if that, and it wasn't a big name college either.
Even I don't have that info. I just remember I loved watching.
I remember like hearing the name of the college he went to and going, I've never heard the name of that college before in my life.
Huh.
Like, he started a lot of stuff. Like, he's the guy who used to dunk and then scream, "Ah!" Or he was the guy who would hold his nuts after he dunked, or he would do a huge dunk and then he would land and then he would do a muscle pose. You know, he was the guy doing that before everyone does that, and now it's what you're supposed to do. It's like standard operating whatever. But
Right.
he started it. He was the guy who was just dogging motherfuckers, man. Just dogging motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
Dave says, Pussifier State University.
I think that's Pussifer.
Pussifier.
Yeah.
But I like your version better. It sounds funnier. Larry Johnson, yeah, I remember that guy.
Oh, when him and Alonzo Mourning ruled
Yeah. The Hornets.
Charlotte Hornets.
Hornets. Yep.
Old grandmama.
The fucking Magic back in the day. They did a 30 for 30 on the Magic too, because they got Shaq with the first pick, and the next year they scored
Anthony
it
Hardaway.
again. They got Hardaway. Yeah.
Dennis Johnson. Oh, those were good teams, man.
Scott Skiles.
Scott fucking Skiles, the angry white guy. Scott Skiles was a dick.
He was a Michigan State alum. Yep, he was a Michigan State alum too.
I mean, in a good way. He was like this kind of small dude out there with all these huge monsters, and he was an asshole to everybody. I love it. It's like,
Dude,
I ain't scared.
on
Man.
NBA Jam, you could just fucking nail 3-pointers with Scott Skiles all day long.
Which was kind of
Motherfucker never
unrealistic.
missed. Yeah. Best 3-point shooter in the game. Just fucking knock him down all day.
Well,
Bam, 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 bam.
Well, as we all know, the trick is to hit it right at the height of the jump,
Yep.
and it's in every time. But yeah, especially him and John Starks would never miss a 3-pointer. Remember him?
Yep. John Starks and fucking Patrick Ewing.
Yep. And who was the other guy? The other big tall guy? Oakley.
Yeah, Charles Oakley.
Charles Oakley.
Oak Tree Oakley. Yep.
Damn. Who was the big fucker that played the Lakers that supposedly scored 100 in an unrecorded game?
Oh no, dude,
Yeah,
but
that was
that's
not-
real, and there's video of that. It's real.
Yeah, Wilt the Stilt.
It's real.
Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain.
Now I do question his record with women.
Yeah, that was questionable.
Nobody can tap that much ass. I don't care who you are.
Dude, he fucking scored like 5,000 points in a season. Fucking his points per game average for that season was like 44 points something. It was ridiculous.
Hey,
Like, talk about records that will never be broken.
well, let's be real though. I mean, he was way bigger than everyone else and way
Oh,
more
yeah, I know.
athletic than even the small guys. So if he didn't do that, I'd be disappointed. It's like,
Right, yeah, it was a
you're supposed
different
to screw us.
league.
Yeah, you're supposed to destroy all these Wall
He
Street
literally
white
was
guys, you know.
a man amongst men,
Right.
or a man amongst boys. I mean,
So, does anybody know if anybody's ever beaten Jordan's scoring in one game? Like, has anybody scored more than 70 points in one game like Jordan did against
well,
Milwaukee that one time?
Yeah, you know,
Chamberlain scored over 100 in one game, and Kobe scored in the 80s
I was gonna
one game.
say I think Kobe did.
Yep, I know those two for sure.
Well, of course.
He averaged 50 points a game.
Okay, 50.4. I thought it was like 40.4
Even that.
or 44.
Oh, Kobe had 82, said Sir Dirk.
Dirk, yep.
Yep. 82. Yep. Dude, Kobe was a killer. Kobe was a fucking killer.
Well, shit. Yeah, want to take a break real quick?
Sure.
Go out, smoke a
Yeah,
cigarette,
we
and
can
get,
start.
for you.
We can start
smoke a
doing
cigarette and get Luke on the call.
Sure. Let me. We'll line up a couple tunes real quick for the kids at home.
Puff Puff Pass.
Okay. I'm gonna go roll a cigarette and head downstairs for my break, so I will be back.
Okay. We will start with your boy Birds.
It's your boy, Bubs.
Cause I'm a beast.
All right, I think, yep, that's the end of that song. I'm back in, and here's you guys. All right, we're back.
All right, we're back.
We are the High Marks. Hi, Mark. That's a quick shout out to Mark in the chat.
Oh,
If you see what I did
hi,
there.
Mark.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Ooh.
Ooh, a bit of the bubbly.
Ooh.
And if we're still doing great as hits, you know, there'd be a ooh with all of us doing it in there somewhere.
Yep, there sure would. A little bit of the bubbly.
Ignorant. Ooh.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Aren't you happy that you're still listening right now?
All right.
Ooh. A little bit of a bad podcast.
So is that Chris Jericho or Shane McMahon?
Shane McMahon selling.
So we're gonna get our second episode of Puff or Pass going here soon.
Oh,
As
yeah, how about that shit?
once we get Luke from the Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch on.
I'm sure. Oh boy, not that again.
Oh, for the record, I went back and listened. We did that 21 times, I believe.
21 shout-outs?
Yep, 21
damn.
shout out for
Actually,
the
21
Transcontinental
plugs.
Project. Yeah.
Luke had to restart his goddamn PC.
No, dude, that's okay. No hurry.
That's fine. Yeah, I gotta repack my bowl. Priorities, goddammit.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to kill my eardrum.
You're fucking hijacking the feed. Who is this? The Mandarin? Okay, that's a.
What the fuck? I had to put my headphones down. Like, oh my god, my ears, my
That
poor
was,
fucking ears.
that was a Marvel movie reference. I'm sorry, everyone.
All right.
Yeah, no, yeah, we should be talking still. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Let's
Right.
see. We've got Luke, we got June, Bobby, Papa Dave, Marky Detroit, welcome, sir, and Dirk. I think that's everybody. I don't think we lost anybody, did we?
Nope, I don't think so.
Wow.
We also didn't gain anybody either.
All my choices in music,
Wow.
and everyone still stayed. Look at that.
Dirk says, never got into the Jericho bubbly saying. Yeah, it's not even so much that I like the bubbly saying, it's more the ooh.
Yeah, ooh,
I thought that was funny.
Ooh. A little bit of
A
the
little bit
bubbly.
bubbly.
And
Mark says, I've never puffed, but I want to.
it's not that I got into
Is this
it.
a weed thing or a gay thing?
I've never puffed a Peter, but I've always wanted to. Shane McMahon selling. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You're better at it. Dude, you sound just like him. And you can do an impression of him, too. It's almost creepy.
I've also often been told my selling is my greatest ability. It's definitely not my talking. Talking is not my strong point. I'm glad he hasn't come back. June says I want to puff Whiz.
I assume he means Cheez Whiz because he wants to get high off the propellants.
Ah. There you go. Old school. Whippets. Oh, Mark says weed thing. Well, fuck, Mark, you're in Detroit.
Weed is so easy to find. If you have a driver's license that's not expired, you can walk into a weed store right now and get some bomb ass shit.
Right.
Thomas Edison was a cunt.
Welcome.
Yes, we know Luke. So is that cunt of a sister that you got.
True.
You make sure
Alright,
to
well-
let Lucy know that she's a cunt. Continuous inspiration to everyone listening, and that we're happy to have her.
Welcome, Luke Birch from the Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch. Thank you for joining us.
It's not just a Luke Birch from the Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch. It's the Luke Birch from the Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch. Available exclusively on the WNC network.
Yep. And this is not an impression. It's actually Luke Birch from the Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch.
Yeah. Yes, he can do Luke a little better than I can.
Who?
Luke.
Oh, yeah, Luke. I don't know. I think you do a better Luke than Luke.
Hey, thanks.
And Mark says, oh, hey, who doesn't have a call-in capability?
It's not a radio show, man. This isn't fucking Howard Stern. We're doing a Mixlr broadcast.
Yep. We brought him in through Facebook because that's how we do things over here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And this is for our second episode of Puff or Pass. We have our defending champion, Whiz.
That's right,
And
bitches.
challenging him tonight will be Luke Birch of the Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch.
What was the name of that show again?
The Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke
Oh
Birch.
yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Pretty good. It's no Planet Rock on tours, but who can be with that all-star lineup? You know.
Right.
Did you
Right.
just insult our guest's show?
Kidding,
I'm
Luke.
going to look in the
I would
podcast
not-
hosting handbook, but I don't think that's in there.
Oh, damn it.
What?
Oops,
You
sorry.
got the Mojo clause that says, if you're an evil villain, you can do whatever you want, because who gives a shit?
Damn you, Mojo.
So, yeah, we're going to have Whiz versus Luke. I'm curious to see who in the chat is picking. Who you guys guessing? Like, if you had to put money on it,
shit.
who you taking, Whiz or Luke?
Lay
Just curious
odds
before we
right
start
now.
this.
Everybody make your picks. Who's going to win this thing? It's USA versus Britain, motherfuckers. We've already beat them once.
Yeah.
That's why we're free.
Oh, welcome, Sam. Sam's in the chat now.
Well,
Just in time, Sam.
that can only make things better.
Only sometimes, Dirk. Only sometimes.
Of course, June's taking Whiz.
But-
I meant for, like, who's going to win.
Yeah, he did
But,
mean in the
alright.
contest. You saw the joke.
Yeah.
Yep, you were there. God damn it.
I was there with you. We were step and step.
Luke versus. I think Mark is
says,
picking
Luke
Luke.
Birch makes me aroused to reconsider my sexuality.
You want to talk about picking a favorite?
Dude, Mark, you're missing out. We got him on video chat over here, so
Dude, you don't even
we're
know.
the real winners in all of this.
He's a gorgeous, gorgeous man. And so hairy.
Dude, I think he grows a better beard than I do. All right,
yeah?
so
What's her name? Hey.
Hello!
Sorry.
Mark says Sensible Sam is here. Yeah, she shows that she's listening.
Yep, she just got
Maybe
here.
she might just be too busy to respond or type right now. She might be driving, as she does sometimes. But shout out to her for joining in anyway. So, Mark and Troy says, I hate you West Coast fuckers. That seems out of left field.
Yeah.
Mojo, he's taking your position.
Who?
Yeah, who knew he was a utility player like that? Who knew?
I'll just switch over to right field then.
Switch hitter. All right.
You set yourself up so hard that you just had to sit there and take it now.
Much like
Oh
that ball.
no, that's what June plans to do to you. Make you sit there and take it.
I don't think he wants me to sit there. I think he wants me to fight as hard as I can.
Just a bit inside.
Dynamite drop in June.
Yes, that's what he plans to do. A dynamite drop-in.
You see what I did there? All right, good. Now we all do. Okay.
The crow hop just got turned into the hop.
The first half of tonight's show was fun.
I'm glad you specified.
Like, the second half's gonna be a fucking tragedy, though.
Yeah, because you made the dumbass decision to bring me on.
There's
You
nothing
wanted a
dumb about
challenge.
that decision. We are honored to have you on the show, sir. So don't be trying that self-deprecating crap with us.
Right.
You're a
More than
fucking
happy to have
legend.
you on.
A legend in the game. A pillar
And I
in
tried to
our
make these-
community. The only
I
man.
tried to make these as easy as I could for, well, I mean, like, as international as I could.
The only man who can control and wrangle and aim the power of Sensible Sam.
What?
It's not easy, I'm sure.
Said what?
Oh, did he say
All
what?
right. No, Whiz, you're the returning champion. So I guess you'll get the honors to go first.
That's right, and it's all this random, and you just roll dice, right? I don't got to do anything other than
To
sit here and look
pick the
sexy.
category, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah, let's see. The first
Oh, don't
category.
you have to... oh, no, because of he's the champion.
I'm the
gets to go
returning
first.
champion.
Right.
I get the honors, yes. I
We
like
don't have
that.
to roll our pick a number this time.
Yep, returning champion gets to go first.
Yes.
Benefits of being with returning champion. I just noticed I got the paper here for keeping score, and I got the W for Whiz, and I got the L for Luke, and it looks like winner and loser. It's not a good sign, not a good omen for you starting off, Luke.
Hello, Sam.
Hola!
Love your kid up and then get back to us when you can.
Indeed. Cherish that
Oh.
time.
Because she's busy with her kid, she means me to say, shut up, Cheez.
Just a little bit.
Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Go do mom stuff and then come on back and do Sam stuff.
I'm the only host that gets high while fucking doing the show. Game show.
Liar!
Game show.
Oh.
Okay.
That's how you do
All
it.
right, let's get on track with this shit. Just a reminder out there, all the questions are worth 100 points. If you pass and your opponent answers the question correctly, it's worth double, meaning 200 points.
Yep.
If you...
Oh, because
Yeah.
it's two 100s. Got ya.
Mm-hmm.
That's what double means.
And if you get it wrong, you lose 100 points.
I want to write that down.
But do you lose 200 points if
No.
you get it wrong if it's a pass?
No.
No.
Or at least it was no the first time.
And well, are you still doing the lifeline rule?
Yes,
Oh,
you get one
good
life.
call.
One in the whole game.
Yep.
You
Yep.
get one.
One time that you can choose one person in the chat to help you. One,
Oh, fucking...
one specific person. Okay.
All right, well,
Remember, Mojo is awful at geography.
Okay, so Mojo it is.
all right, well, first category. You get to choose puff or pass, Whiz. Abbreviations.
Abbreviations.
Puff or pass.
I will puff. Let's get this game going.
All right. First one's nice and easy.
I ain't scared of no
What
fucking
does-
Englander.
What does FBI stand for?
It stands for the Federal Bureau of Investigations.
That is correct.
Hey, thank you.
Ding fries are done.
Suck it, Birch. Just kidding. That was an easy one. I ain't getting cocky here.
All right, this next category is people.
people.
Puff or pass?
Well, I know that Luke's a smart guy, so I'm gonna pass now to get a few passes out of the way.
Okay. This is a fucking easy one, too. Easy chance for you to get 200 here, Luke. Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones? Uh-oh.
Would that
That's
be
Luke.
Mick Jagger?
Okay.
Yeah, that is correct.
I was worried we lost him for a second.
All right. I was worried I was going to say, you're out of time. Sorry.
Damn it. All right. Well,
Okay.
I'm already losing.
And Luke, you get the choice to puff or pass category abbreviations again.
I'll puff.
Okay. What is the UN?
That would be the United Nations.
That is correct.
Who the fuck made these questions?
Me. They're easy as shit.
So far, yeah.
Most of them, anyway.
Unless you get
Okay.
geography and your name's Mojo.
Although this category is one of the, this one's not super easy. This one's the more difficult one, probably. Luke, puff or pass? Science.
I'll puff.
I knew it.
Okay. What is measured in Scovilles?
Heat. Heat of food.
Heat and chilies, but I'll take it. Close enough. All right. All right. Another category we haven't hit yet. This is a fun one. Puff or pass, Luke? NFL.
Puff.
Who was the first Super Bowl MVP?
Bart Star.
That is
God
correct.
Damn it. I mean, of course he knew that.
Like there was any chance they wouldn't get that one.
He
Right.
has him on his pillow, for Christ's sake. He has a Bart Star pillow.
He counts his Bart stars at night while he's going to sleep.
That's way better than my stupid joke. Damn it.
That's why I'm the host, damn it. I'm just kidding. All right, Luke, puff or
Thank our
pass?
lucky Bart
NFL
stars.
again.
I'll pass this one.
Gonna pass this one. All right,
He's
Whiz.
being merciful at this point.
Who is the
Right now.
all-time...
Wait, right now, the score is 500 to 100, Whiz.
Okay.
Yep, that is correct.
All right.
Good again, Mojo with their helping me with scores.
How about that shit?
All right, Whiz, for 200 points, because this is being passed to you,
Sure.
ironically, who is the all-time leader in passing yards with 77,416?
Dan Marino.
That is incorrect.
Drew Brees.
That is correct.
Does he get points for that?
No.
Or- Oh,
No.
And having
You just
heard
knew
that,
the
I
answer.
didn't even know it, so I guess I was gonna get that wrong no matter what.
No.
That was not a name I had in my head.
All right, Whiz.
that
Well,
surprised me.
you got the choice, puff or pass, and the category is NFL again.
I will puff. Seeing as how I'm in the
Okay.
negative right now.
Who on Super Bowl 40 played in Detroit, Michigan?
Oh, well, that's easy. I do not know.
Care to take a guess?
No.
Okay.
The
Well,
Colts.
I guess that's the wrong answer then.
The Colts.
Nope, not the Colts. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers
Fuck them.
with the bus. Yep. Okay, next category. Whiz, puff, or pass? Abbreviations.
Abbreviations. Well, I'm gonna puff this one, seeing as I'm fucking in the negative right now. And it'll probably be easy.
ASAP.
As much as I want to say a lot of funny things, it's as soon as possible. Or I'll start
Yes.
anal porn.
Yeah, as soon as possible, that is correct. I'll start anal porn. All right, Whiz, puff, or pass? Back to the NFL.
Back to the NFL. Well, I'm sucking balls at it. If I give it to Luke, he's almost certainly going to get it. But here we go. I will pass.
All right. Luke, who has the single game rushing record of 296 yards?
Adrian Peterson.
That is correct.
That's a lot of yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, one game.
Jesus. Holy cow.
All right, Luke, puff or pass? People.
Pass.
All right. Whiz, for 200, a super easy question. This president served 2 terms and was the only black president.
That'd be Barack Hussein Obama.
That is correct.
You are now back up to 100.
Yep.
You know
All
what's
right,
cool
Whiz,
about that is if you include his middle name, it's really his middle name, but it still sounds like you're being a dick.
Right. No, that's accurate.
It's like, oh, you had to throw the Hussein though in, didn't you, white supremacist Republican guy? It's like, no, that's his name though. Okay. Anyway.
Right. All right, was
Anyway, white
puff or
power.
pass?
Moving on. White power. Moving on. Okay.
Puff or pass? Abbreviations.
I'm gonna puff.
All right.
Like
NATO.
I'm not already. Shit. I do know this, and it's not what you think it. North Atlantic Treatise Organization.
I'll give it to you. North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I let Luke slide on the
I would.
he eats food when I'm supposed to be he eats chilies.
Give it to him.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm saying that's close enough. All right. Next category. Whiz, puff or pass? NFL.
Shit. You know, ironically, the first half of this, I sounded like I knew what I was talking about and even spoke with confidence. But now it's like I've bombed so hard on the NFL questions, I'm scared to try them. And I'm going to pass again.
All right.
Oh, damn.
Luke, for 200. What team moved from LA to St. Louis and then back to LA?
That would be the Rams.
Damn, that would indeed be the Rams, you son of a bitch.
That is correct. That's the thing. You never know when they're going to be easy or difficult. That's the fun part. Well, the frustrating part for you in this case, Wiz.
Well,
All
I was
right.
expecting more like who won the Super Bowl in like 1964, and I'm like, I don't know these that much. I just
There
know
was
like
not
90s
one
players.
in 1964.
Okay, Luke, you win. Let's just end the game now.
Actually, you're not so horribly off that you couldn't come back right now. It's 800 to 200.
Yep. And Luke, you get the choice to puff or pass on the NFL again. Just
my
fucking keep running into the NFL.
I'll puff.
All right. How long is a field goal attempt from the 20-yard line?
From the 20-yard line, 30 yards.
That is incorrect. Got to add the 7 for the place hold. So the correct answer would be 37 yards.
I would have been wrong on that one too.
Yeah, that was kind of like a trick question there.
It almost was. I mean, there's nothing tricky about it other than you have to know the answer.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking dice. All right, Luke, puff or pass again. NFL.
NFL. I knew it was coming after the Jesus Christ.
I'll pass again. I'll pass.
All right, going on to G Whiz for $200. Who has the single season receiving record with 1,964 yards?
Shit, I don't know this either. Okay, who would that be? Who would have had the best year ever? I'm gonna say Randy Moss.
That is incorrect. I really thought you would get that. Luke, do you know who it is?
Jerry Rice?
No.
Was it Calvin Johnson?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He broke Jerry's record.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you would have got that one.
Hey,
Liz.
good for him. That's awesome. But no,
Right.
I did not get it.
A line. All right, Wiz, puff or pass? Abbreviations.
I'm gonna puff. Oh, by the
All
way,
right.
that last one's clearly evidence of how little I care about my own home team. And one of our best ever
This
players.
Right. All right, this one goes back a ways. This one like originates like the 1700s.
Great.
P's and Q's.
Ooh. What would P's and Q's be in the 1700s? I don't even have a
Almost
guess.
out of time.
Yeah, I have no guess.
Pints and quarts. Mind your P's and Q's. No, pints and quarts. It was said at taverns. Basically saying, watch how much you're fucking drinking.
Yeah.
Calm down. Mind your P's and Q's.
Okay.
All right.
I did not know that. Ooh, I am just
You
eating
know.
a dick today.
America getting shot down.
Speaking
All right,
of me
Wiz.
eating a dick today, welcome back to the chat, June. Who literally popped in right after I said that. That was hilarious.
Perfect timing. All right, Wiz, puff or pass? Abbreviations again.
Well, I have to puff. I'm dying here.
All right, ETC.
ETC, like E period T series P,
No.
or
ETC,
etc.
period.
Period.
Yeah, etc. Yes, that is correct.
Just making sure it wasn't a trick.
Right. No, I get it.
I
All
don't
right.
Trust you, cheesy folk.
All right, Wiz, puff or pass? People.
I'll puff again.
All right. This bitch is famous for no apparent reason. Maybe it was the porn with Ray J?
Kim Kardashian.
That is correct.
Paris Hilton also would have been an acceptable answer.
Paris Hilton. Yeah, but it didn't have Ray J in it.
What was that guy's name?
Who cares?
Rick something.
Sure. All right.
That movie pissed me off. That movie pissed me off because the guy that released it couldn't cut out the part at the beginning of her filming the guy jerking off under the black light or under the night
Right.
vision. You can't cut that part out and get right to like what the people came to see. You sons of bitches.
That's what you just edit. You have to use your editing tools at home for.
And it's like we all just gotta sit here and stare at this cock that's fucking bigger than ours, and it's about to go in a place that we all want to go. It's like, yeah. Let's just fucking get right to the embarrassment and shame, please.
Can we just get there now, please? All right, Wiz, puff or pass? People again.
I will. What just happened?
You just got it correct with Kim Kardashian
Okay.
on people,
Pass.
and now it's back to people again.
If it helps, the score is 700-200 right now.
I pass.
Okay, Luke. Who's the biggest Tour de France fraud in history?
That would be Lance Armstrong.
That is correct.
And it's one ball having ass.
Yep. I did put one nut next to it, but decided not to read it out because it's just too simple. All right, next category, Luke. Puff or pass? Oh, maybe. Science.
Puff.
Okay. What blood type is the rarest?
AB negative.
That is correct.
What the shit?
Now it's getting a little one-sided. All right, Luke. Puff or pass? Abbreviations.
Puff.
WWW.
World Wide Web.
That is correct. Next category. Luke, puff or pass? Science.
Pass.
Wiz for 200 points that you desperately need. What is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature?
Mercury.
That is correct.
I just had to remember the actual word. I'm like, that stuff, the red stuff in the thermometers, it's highly toxic. It's a
Let's
planet.
start other things. Fish.
It's a
King of
gay
the fish
singer's
president.
name. It's a gay singer. What is that shit called?
All right, Wiz. Puff or pass? Abbreviations.
Abbreviations. I will puff.
MLB.
I'll go with Major League Baseball, sir.
That is correct.
All right.
Okay. Puff or pass? Abbreviations again.
I'm gonna do it again. Puff.
All right. FDA.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was in the middle of the chat with June. What was the thing again? I'm so sorry.
FDA.
He said he can make my booty feel better, and I'm like, well, if it already hurts, I don't think what you're gonna do is gonna help.
Right.
It would be the Food and Drug Administration.
That is correct.
You know, I can complete this.
Nah.
Okay. There we
All right,
go.
Wiz. Puff or pass? Science.
I'll pass.
All right, Luke, for 200 points. Is the stratosphere above or below the troposphere?
Above or below what?
The troposphere.
I'm going to say it is above.
That is correct.
Well, the only reason I was laughing is because I for sure was not going to know that, so at least it was a good pass.
Yeah, you've had a 50-50 chance, though.
That's fair.
Okay. Nope. All right, puff or pass? People.
Puff.
This soccer star moved to the U.S. and married a Spice Girl.
David
I
Beckham.
was gonna say, he's
That
British.
is correct.
He's got this.
Right. Like I said, I tried to make it somewhat international. All right, Luke. Puff or pass? Science.
Puff.
How many days does it take for the sun to rotate?
$2,000.
Nope. Only 27.
But you were close.
Okay.
I don't think
puff or
anyone would have
pass?
answered that ever. Yeah, for sure.
That was a little rough, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I said, that category
It
is a
turns
little
out
fucking
that
difficult.
they're not all quite so easy as you think they're going to be.
Yeah. All right, Luke. Puff or pass? NFL.
Pass.
All right, Whiz. What is the only team to go 0-14?
0 and 14. It's like I used to know this like a few years ago when the Lions went 0 and 16 and people talked about it. God damn it. I'm gonna
3,
say
2,
the Bengals.
1. Nope. Incorrect.
That's okay.
Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
that's who I was going to say too.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's one of the things I probably used to know that because it would have been talked about for a while, but I don't think I cared enough about it to lock it in there.
So they were the only team to go winless for the longest time, but when they did, it was only 14 games a season, obviously.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that the Lions and the Browns also had a non-winning season.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
but
did.
that
They
was,
were-
it was 0 and
But we
16.
went 0 and 16.
Yep.
Even more pathetic.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, the Buccaneers are still the only team to go 0 and 14.
Literally.
You know what makes that so pathetic is they have no Scott and rye bread.
Oh, see what you did there.
We
Nice
also don't
one.
have any Scott or Riber
And
either.
actually, we don't. Yeah, exactly. We don't.
Well, we already
Right.
knew we were pathetic.
But they still got a shout out, so there it is.
All right, Wiz, puff or pass? Science.
I will puff.
Okay. How many bones are in the human body?
206.
That is correct.
Thank you, RZA. That's a rap lyric.
A Rappler?
Rap lyric.
Oh, rap lyric. I thought you said a Rappler. Like, what?
Okay, Whiz, you're only down by 600.
Casting stones, cracking 206 bones, and watch your ass get thrown into a sea of fire and brimstone.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, puff or pass? People.
Puff again. Let's get back in this thing.
All right.
I don't want to hear
Body.
from Luke for a while.
Bodybuilder turned actor turned governor.
I'm gonna say that's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold. That's correct. Oh, damn. Sorry, Wiz. Puff or pass? NFL.
NFL. God damn it. I will puff. I don't want to hear from Luke for a while, like I said.
Good
Mind your
choice.
business. Fucking go and roll yourself a joint or something.
If you'd have passed this one, you'd have been pissed. What team made it to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row?
Oh, man.
I don't automatically know this one. It's going to be a guess, so I don't know why I should.
Ah, damn it.
No help, Mojo. Oh, you got a lifeline, Wiz.
Well, I feel like the safe bet's going to be the Patriots, and yeah, I'll go with them.
Ah.
It was
Sorry, that's
literally being
incorrect.
spoke about earlier.
I know, we
Yes,
just
that's
talked
why
about
I
it.
was so...
The fucking Bills.
The Buffalo Bills. They went 4 years in a row, but didn't win any of them. They're the only team to
Remember
make
when
it
we
4
were
years in
talking
a row.
about the Redskins and who the Redskins beat?
Well, no, I remember the discussion. I just didn't know it was in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, they made it 4 years in a row and lost all 4 years. Okay, Wiz,
Well, good
puff
for
or
them.
pass?
It's a lot like me in this game.
Puff or pass? Fucking A. NFL.
Well, I
This is
mean,
the last question for NFL, by the way.
I have to puff. I mean, I'm losing here.
All right. Where did the Colts play before moving to Indianapolis in 1983?
God damn it.
We're running out of time. 3, 2,
Hold on a
Maybe
second.
1.
This wasn't supposed to be me. I was wrong, right?
Yeah, but even though you're wrong, you still get the choice to puff or pass until you pass.
All right. Well, that's another one because I can't remember. I used to know.
Is it Baltimore?
It
Yes,
is.
it is.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, that
Well, at least that,
pretty much
that's
locks
it for
it up,
NFL.
right?
Maybe. Back to science. Puff or pass?
I'll puff.
Okay.
It's my
What scale-
It's the only strategy I have at this point. I have to just run the board to get back in this thing, which I don't think is going to happen. We're going to try.
You could have passed it to Luke, and he could have just got like a succession of them wrong.
Yeah, but he knows stuff and he doesn't smoke weed, so he remembers them.
All right. Let's see. I lost my damn question up. What?
I might not smoke weed, but liquor does the job well enough.
And if I, like, what I mean by that is if I would have had like a minute, I would have nailed Baltimore. But I needed more than however. I
His
can't,
stoner brain couldn't do it.
yeah, I can't quickly
Do the
remember
work quick
things. I
enough.
gotta think, okay, what the fuck was it? And then I gotta remember
crawl
a
through the
thing that's
cobweb.
linked to it or something, and then I'm like, oh yeah. But anyway, I'm not making excuses. I'm like, goddamn, this kid's killing me.
Gotta do like. He's got to do like Shinsuke Nakamura and seductively work his way through cobwebs
Yeah,
in,
it's
his,
like-
in his head.
I don't want to pass because I know he's beating me. I need to get all these right if I'm gonna win.
All right, let's see if you can get this one right. What scale is used to identify the strength of tornadoes?
Shit. All right. God damn it. Okay, what's the next one?
You know that none of you guys have used... Well,
Which I-
Luke hasn't needed one, but...
Yep, neither one of you use your lifeline. But the correct answer for that one was the food Vegeta scale.
Vegeta scale,
Yeah, I would have never got that.
which I call the Vegeta scale. How do you measure your Mexican food? Fajita scale.
All right, Wiz, puff or pass? People.
I will puff.
Okay. Most decorated Olympian of all time. Also a stoner.
Well, it's Michael Phelps.
That is correct.
You didn't even have to give me the stoner part on that one, thank God. But
Right. Nope. Out of NFL.
hey, fuck you, June. I see
Said
your
fuck
comments
you.
in there, you son of a bitch. I wasn't
Alright, Wiz,
making
puff or
excuses. I was explaining why I don't want to pass at all. I want to run them out. I will puff.
Okay. Did you hear the category? It doesn't matter. Science. What is the outside layer of skin on the human body called?
The epidermis.
That is correct.
I knew one.
Next category. Back to science again. Puff or pass?
I will puff.
Okay, what is the name of the process plants use to make their own food?
That would be photosynthesis.
That is correct. Alright. Nope, no more NFL. I said no more NFL.
It really wants to
Hey,
NFL
Cheez.
me.
Yep.
It's 1300 to 700, right?
Yep.
Yikes.
Okay.
Yikes.
Alright, Wiz. Puff or pass?
I'm puffing. I don't even care what the category is.
Alright, science. What is the chemical symbol on the periodic table of elements for gold?
AU.
That is correct.
Thank you. Another song lyric.
And that is it for the science category as well now. So, puff or pass, abbreviations.
I will puff, sir. Storming back in this thing.
And this is the last one for abbreviations as well.
Just unplugged you.
EPA.
This is the estimated time of arrival, sir.
No, EP is in penis. A.
Oh, there's the Environmental Protection Agency, sir.
Correct.
Sorry.
All good. I figured out once I said penis, you'd be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, period.
Sons of bitches. Hey, goddamn
Okay.
you, Luke.
Alright, so that's no more science, no more abbreviations, no more NFL. We are people all the way.
All right.
Let's see here. Alright, Wiz, puff or pass? You said puff, right?
Sure.
Actress on Suits by day, exalted royal family member by night.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know. No idea. What the fuck is Suits, by the way?
The TV show on USA.
Oh, that's a shame.
The correct answer was Meghan Markle.
Oh yeah, I was never getting that.
That was more of a Luke one there, probably. Alright. Sticking with puff again, I guess?
Yep. I almost wonder if this needs to be tweaked because I don't know if I should be allowed to do all these in a row.
Yeah, maybe I should figure something out.
But yes, I'll puff because
All
under
right.
the current rules, I still might have a chance in hell of doing this thing. Although that last one hurt me
No.
bad because I just lost. It. I
Yeah.
was like, fuck, I shouldn't have. Damn it, fuck.
Yep. Alright, international music star that tried his hand at acting in the cult classic The Labyrinth.
All right. David Bowie.
That is correct.
Who is David Bowie?
Yep. And last question of the game.
damn
Puff
it.
or pass?
I'll pass. Let's let Luke have it.
Good, this will be a fun one for Luke, I think.
Good.
Star wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers that had his career cut short by
It's
injury in 1994.
This was fate. I was
Did you get all
supposed.
that, Luke?
I was supposed to give this to Luke and
Yeah.
let him wrap this up with a bow.
Sharp.
Yep, that is correct.
That is
Sterling
correct.
Sharp.
Man, he was so good too. Remember? God,
Yep.
he was so good.
All right. And that concludes
Oh, well
our
done, Luke.
second episode
I'm sorry, America.
Pass.
I'm sorry, President Trump. I let you down.
Yeah, we have a new champion.
I'm so sorry, coronavirus.
His name is Luke Birch of the Transcontinental Project, with sensible Sam and Luke Birch.
Suck it, Birch.
Wiz, you let America down.
I've
I'll be over to help you with the news.
not only failed myself, but I failed my country.
You get the noose ready, I'll come over and kick out the stool.
Damn it.
All right, Wiz. Luke, so does that mean you're going to return next week, maybe, and defend your championship?
Against who?
Oh,
I don't know yet.
We haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Bobby Anthem. But he doesn't got
You have to get
Facebook,
Skype.
so he'll just have to communicate via hearts. One
Anybody in
heart
the chat room,
is a
who
two
wants to
hearts
face
would
Luke?
be-
First one to respond, I want to face Luke next week, gets to come on and face Luke.
I don't know if anybody wants to step up to him after the fucking pounding he just handed me.
Yeah. Just by the way, the final score was 1,500
1,500 to 900.
No, I got 800. Oh, wait, no, 900. That's right. He got that one right, and then he passed.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
A sound thrashing.
Oh, June says he will.
He did say that. That's right. Actually, June was
Yeah,
next
that's right.
up. I didn't know if he still wanted to if it was not me. But
Okay.
all right. Well, I guess it'll be the UK versus Canada next week.
Yeah, we're going
Hey,
outside
Canada.
America. Hey, Canada. And we'll have June on the show for the first time ever, too.
That's right.
This
We'll
will be
hear
exciting.
his voice, and he can harass
Hopefully we
me
can
directly.
understand him through his Japanese accent. Oh, wait. Wait.
Oh, when Yuck Nasty told me that story, I was like, all right, he's my new favorite person. He's already funny. Fucking June's hilarious. He's always like an asshole, but in a very funny way. But when I heard the
Yep.
story of the I'm not really Japanese and all that shit, oh my god, it fucking killed me. Or I mean, I'm not from Japan. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
How do you not love a guy after that?
Yeah, so now we got another week to come up with 4 more categories and 40 more questions.
Well,
Yay.
the good news is I can help with questions now
Yeah,
because I just got my ass smoked.
right.
But
And
by
I'm
a
gonna-
fucking crumpet eater.
I almost ripped out all the fucking questions and shit from the first episode to get them out of the way. And then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, if we do this long enough, I can eventually go back and just kind of fucking mix up all these episodes, these questions, and like kind of rehash some of them, probably.
Maybe. Or just like word them differently or something, yeah. Damn it. Damn you. Damn you, Birch. But I'll tell you what, in a week, I haven't had this kind of fun. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys on here tonight, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
appreciate
not
you
kidding.
coming on, Luke.
In a full week, I haven't had this much fun.
I probably had a little more fun Tuesday night, but other than that,
Right.
Oh, he must be talking about the Transcontinental Project.
With Sensible Sam and Luke Birch, available exclusively on the WNC network. You can find that at all your common podcast outlets.
Yes.
I
not
think,
exclusively. You can also find it on YouTube.
okay,
Okay.
point taken.
It's everywhere.
But
Watch it.
But if you say
Listen to it.
exclusively on the WNC network, it like sounds more official. I was just trying to give you the best plug I could. Not that kind of plug, June. If you see what I did there.
Aw.
Aw. Why not?
Alright, well, fuck. You want to take another quick break, and then do shout-outs and close out and fucking call it a night?
Sure, well, we can do that. Luke, do you
Ow.
want to leave us now, or do you want to hang out and join us for shoutouts?
I was going to say I'm going to dip and go back to the chat.
Okay, well, man, I appreciate you smoking my ass hard and without any kind of mercy.
By the way, that is called a Rogerine.
That's what they call
Yes.
it in Britain, for sure. That's
That
good
was a
Roger.
Rogering.
I got rogered by Luke.
Yeah, Luke, thank you very much for coming on. Appreciate it. And
Right on.
look forward to having you on again next week to defend your title against June.
Okay.
I just absorbed the full power of Luke's birch.
And I know we plug it a bunch, but you want to go ahead and plug your own show before you go?
The amount you do it, I don't think I have to.
That's the
Fair
Transcontinental
enough.
Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch, available non-exclusively on the WNC network. That's Wrestling National Committee, home of all your favorite podcasts, and whatever Johnny Florida does.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That's just a joke. You guys, come on, laugh so I don't look like a dick. Oh, come on.
June says Luke pounded that ass.
He did. He knows how to work that birch.
The
Yes,
fucking-
especially at Tuesday nights, 3:15 British time.
You know, if June wins, we might have to bring Whiz on again, just so June has a chance to pound Whiz's ass like he's always wanted to.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Trust me,
you're
June.
back for more, huh?
It's fun.
Fuck you. That was exactly the right thing to say, you bastard. Fuck you. That's exactly right. Damn. It was fun. It's everything you imagined. Strawberries, so big you can eat them like a hand fruit.
Shut up, Cheez.
Yes, I was waiting for Sam to say that in the chat.
The rivers, they flow with chocolate milk. Wait,
Rivers are gouge deep.
that could be taken the wrong way. I should have chosen a different fluid.
Shit, rivers run deep.
Trust me, stay away from Fudge Mountain. Okay,
Alright,
break
fuck,
time.
let's, yeah.
Once again, I don't have songs lined up, but I can do it fast.
Good. Well, I'm gonna go piss and smoke a
Later.
cigarette. Thanks again, Luke.
Yes.
Appreciate you coming on, man.
You guys are
Bye.
awesome.
Bye.
See ya.
See you.
Bye.
And we're off.
And we're back.
And there's me. All right. Hey,
About
hey,
a face, with that same sad look upon our face.
hey.
And we're back
Yeah,
to
yeah.
our shout-outs and closeout segment.
That's right. Let me get back in the chat just in case I missed some fun. Let's see what we got here. Papa Dave made it back. That's always nice. That's always good to see. And Luke sent Sam a question on Twitter and decided to broadcast that to the world, apparently.
Yep. Sam, pay attention to the... Excuse me? Twitter?
Not to sound desperate, but I've messaged you. All right.
You have a message from the champion, Sam.
It seems
Alright.
like she would have probably got some kind of special notification because like the champ is messaging her now, not just some average schmo.
No.
June says there's never anything funny in the chat. Okay, he's got a fair point. Let's move on to the shoutouts.
Right. And Luke's apparently got his period.
No, yeah. Well, hey, at least we know he's not pregnant. That's good.
Right. Congratulations, Luke.
His,
Alright,
his
shout-outs.
special visitors here, you know. Okay,
Let's power through these somewhat quickly.
Uncle Flo.
Stefan Million.
Yes, start off as always with Steve and Millen.
Steve, our man.
Check him out at letterboxd.com.
I've also noticed he's been really active on all of the social medias. He must be going stir crazy too from being home all the time. He's fucking,
Right.
He's fucking tweeting his ass off and all over Facebook too. He's hilarious.
Come the fuck on, I need something to do.
Someone read my
6,000
reviews.
movies. But now he is at 9,000 movies.
It's like someone,
all in 1 week.
please argue with my opinion, please.
And speaking of staying busy, it's your boy Burbs was live on Facebook today.
He did
Playing,
it yesterday
DJ
too,
role.
and everyone was like, "Oh, that was awesome! I'm gonna have to go check those out now."
And maybe it was yesterday, but yeah, he was DJing, taking requests and shit.
Well, a couple days ago, he went live and was just listening to his old music.
Okay.
Yeah, which was pretty cool. Or I
Yeah,
mean,
well, make sure
it's a
you
cool
check him out.
concept.
On Facebook and Twitter. That's at Burberry Beats with 3s instead of E's. Check out the Dirt Sheet Dudes, Boxman, Anthony, and Smark.
Dirt sheet dudes.
You can also catch them on Hollywood Hangouts,
Hell yeah,
reviewing
you can.
movies. Check out Shaheen on Wrestling Overdose, and as well as NuclearHeatShop.com, where you can find all his great artwork.
$10.
Cause it's nuclear.
Go buy some.
Buy it now.
$10.
Wrestling Soup with Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joseph Numbers, and John Draper.
Drapes.
That's
I have a
another.
dream.
Those guys have been extremely active as well during the whole quarantine thing. If you want some content, look up Wrestling Soup. There's lots there for you.
Yeah, I had a dream the other night, oddly enough. I got like stranded somewhere, and I had to walk. I was going to have to walk for a while to get to wherever I needed to go. And I was walking, and I came across Joey Numbers, and I was like, oh, cool, I can walk with Joey Numbers and fucking shoot this shit with him, and then I woke up.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like, aw, damn it. But, check out...
That's when Joey Numbers decided to leave Cheez's dream. He's like, oh fuck, he's catching up to me.
And
Shit, he blocked
I'm
me
out.
on Twitter this week. It's like, he knows.
Yep, and then he was like, oh, that dream was awesome. I got to do it again. And he lay back down. And he tried to have that dream, but he ended up in New York running numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't work out very well. Check out the WNC Super Party.
And we got Dave in here right now. He just got back in time to hear a shout out, so well
Yeah.
played, sir.
Papa Dave,
Sincere.
Jank, Johnny Florida, and Corbin Andalini.
His name is Mike Smith,
Alright, fair enough, whatever.
which really makes him stand out from the crowd, I must say.
Right. Definitely a standout name.
I hope someone's laughing
Ah.
at that, because I was so proud of you for saying that just now, and it did not go over well.
No, oddly enough,
It's a
Luke
very
said just had a
common-
fart. Luke said just had a fart register on the Richter scale. It might have been in reference to what you just said, Liz.
Well, it could be worse, Luke. It could be on the Fujita scale. Hey, I learned a thing today.
Haha.
Fajita scale.
Yeah, see, if anything, maybe people will learn stuff from listening to this.
No,
Star Game
Mojo,
Show.
that's what they use to waste stuff at Taco Bell.
Indeed.
Yes. Check out the Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle show.
DTKC.
Check out our boy Bobby Anthem and Bobby Blades, the Inhuman Experience.
And they're fucking active again, and I'm not keeping up with anything. I hate my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I
I'm
have
way
been
behind on
watching
the
Marvel
podcast, too.
movies, but that doesn't count for cred with the fam.
You know, it should be edited Jeopardy.
We talked about
Go
Dave
for it,
here, and we are talking about Bobby Anthem right now. Is this where we should insert the Planet Rockin' Tour
Yeah.
shout
Sure.
out?
Sure.
Yep. That's with Bobby Anthem, Papa Dave, and Yuck Nasty.
Jeez, you believe that shit?
Wonderful all-star cast.
Ridiculous.
Great show. Check that out. Also, make sure to
Oh,
go back and
great.
check out In Search of My Lost Soul, Bobby Anthem solo show. Fucking wonderful.
Do that for sure.
Thumbs up all around.
Speaking of Yuck Nasty, shout out to him and Dogga Baby at Get in the Corner.
Yeah, those guys are tricky because they have been doing stuff, but sometimes it's a replay of an old show,
Yeah.
and then sometimes it's them. So it's like, oh, you bastards.
Check out.
It's like you never know what you're listening to, if you know what I mean.
Right, yeah. You gotta pay attention. You might be listening to something old. Never know.
Yep.
Check out our brothers in smoke, fellow podcasters Suplex City Limits,
Suplex City.
Jim Vicious, and Tyler Fudge.
You might remember those names from Jeopardy. No, you wouldn't. They're not out yet.
Nope. Yeah.
Never mind that.
Jim asked me, he goes, did you put those out yet? Nobody ever let me know. I was like, no, they're not out yet.
Yeah, all right.
I'll let you know.
We'll get one out the next couple days. I have time. I've just been so fucking... Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Check out Jason Solomon, Solid Monster Sounds Off.
You should.
He's a monster.
If you still like wrestling, which is a shout out to what we talked about earlier in the show, yeah, you should check him out because he's awesome.
The Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch.
What's it called?
The Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch.
Is that like on a
No. That's
exclusive
Sensible
network
Sam
or what?
and the
Yeah.
champion Luke Birch.
Oh, yes.
The champion Birch.
Yep.
And that's on
Luke
the
the Champ
WNC
Birch.
network, but not exclusively, because you can also get that on the Transcontinental Project YouTube channel. So
Yes.
remember that. That's the Transcontinental Project with Sensible Sam and Luke Birch on the WNC network.
Yep. Sensible Sam and Luke the Champ Birch.
And actually, to be fair, a lot of the podcasts we've mentioned are on the WNC network. In fact, most of them. So
Yes.
yeah,
Just go to the WNC network and listen to everything they have.
yes, you
Don't
should
discriminate.
do all that.
Everything.
All the fine shows.
Shout out to It's Pathetic with Scott and Rye Bread, even though it's not pathetic.
You can catch them on the WNC network.
Yes.
How about that
Yes, you
shit?
can.
How about that shit?
Shout out to Dick Van Klondike. Go check him out on Twitter. He's a lot of fun to follow.
You cannot catch him on the WNC network in audio form, but he is responsible for many of their logos and such. So we can still make the connection.
And shout out to Dirk for what's his show called now?
He does a few, and
Once the Mustang.
I wish he was in the room right now to answer these questions, because I do have questions about him. I think he's broadcasting even under 2 different names.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get notifications sometimes, but not all the time. So I think he's doing 2 accounts. Rich guy. You want to get your ass back in the chat and answer some of these questions?
Yeah, we're questioning
One's
you.
the Mustang and one's called the Kiss. Or
Yeah, like
Yes.
like 96.3 or something like that.
Something like that. But just look up Dirk, and that'll bring up a variety
Sir
of
Dirk.
things
Yeah, a
that appear
plethora.
to be radio stations. They're not that.
And Luke says 74.9, the Mustang.
Yep, that's one of them for sure. The Mustang. There's I don't know. He's really hard to give a shout out to, because he does a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, he's always like
Right.
changing it up and doing different things, and he changes his name a lot. But all of them involve. Well, no, because the Mustang don't have Dirk in it. See, this is hard.
Yep.
Just go to Mixlr, go to the upper right hand thing and look up DERK, and just like try a few of them.
Yeah. Follow them. And then last but not least, motherfucking Spade.
Oh yeah.
Motherfuckers paid.
You want to talk about a guy who's been active during the quarantine? There's another one for you right there.
Yep. He's been putting out a lot of shit too.
New material.
Staying
Go check it
busy.
out.
For sure.
If you're a fan of underground rappers, and you know I am, as I drink my coffee and do a commercial pose that you can't see because this is audio and I'm wasting my time right now.
Ignorant.
Changing it now. Changing it now.
Yeah. Well, let's fucking change this to the end of the show.
All right, that was our shout outs. That was all of our WNC network shout outs.
Yes. We're done plugging the WNC network and all their shows.
Which means we are not going to mention the Transcontinental Project with Luke Birch and Sensible Sam anymore on this episode, because we've mentioned the Transcontinental Project with Luke Birch and Sensible Sam more than enough for one day that's on the WNC network.
Yep, for sure.
Yep.
No more shoutouts for the Transcontinental Project with Luke Birch and Sensible Sam.
I agree, because there comes a point where it gets ridiculous how many times we give the Transcontinental Project with Luke Birch and Sensible Sam shout outs. It's like, it seems disproportionate to the amount that we give to everyone else, and it seems kind of unfair that the Transcontinental Project with Luke Birch and Sensible Sam on the WNC network would get more shout outs than everyone else. But that's just how it seems to have went the last couple episodes anyway. We'll try and straighten that out in the future.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yes,
if we
but
can
it's
work on
hard
that
not
next
to
week.
talk about the Champions podcast when the champion did what he did today on the show here.
He Rogered me.
Oh, what a Rogering it was.
Roger, over and out and back in again, if you know what I'm saying. Hey!
All right, well, that seems like a good time to close out the show.
But seriously, folks, in case we didn't remember to mention it, check out all the fine shows on the WNC network.
And then go back on YouTube and check out all our shows too.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, wait.
Don't do it.
Ooh. I don't know, man. I think it's low class to like advertise your own stuff on your show.
I know.
No, I'm kidding. It's what you're supposed to do. I refuse to plug ourselves. You see, it's a little... Okay, never mind. All right, well, I think that's pretty much going to do it.
We never plug ourselves. Well, we never plug ourselves as in put it over the show.
I don't need to plug myself when I got Luke doing it for me. Am I right, folks? Jesus Christ, he gave it to me today.
Right.
Luke, go and give it to you. He's like X and shit.
Quite the pounding. Like X and shit. Luke, gonna give it to you.
What? I mean, what?
What? Sensible Sam says she has a butt plug for you.
Yeah, but I don't got that
Free
kind
of
of money right
charge.
now. It's fucking quarantine, baby.
No. She said
Right.
free of charge.
On the
I
house.
believe so.
I don't think she said no charge. That doesn't sound like a thing that our friends... Look, after the
On
June
front,
incident,
maybe.
I don't think anyone gets anything for free, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. Maybe she felt sorry after, the champion rogering you as well as he did. Maybe she felt bad on behalf of the Transcontinental Project. 3:15 on Tuesday nights. British time.
It's not that I'm impressed by how badly Luke rogered me. It's like, I'm impressed by how well he did it. That guy can work it.
He got the clearance from Clarence and rogered your Victor.
He went with an airplane reference.
Oh,
Yeah.
but June says that
A
he
little bit of a
definitely
mix-up,
has a free butt plug for you, Whiz.